Hey guys, welcome to the Japanese Internet Cafe.
In this video, I'm going to Japan to visit their internet cafe. In many countries, it's typically a place where you play video games with your friends, but in Japan, it's just a little different, but very fun in its own unique and bizarre ways. Curious? I'll show you guys exactly how it works and what they have, so keep watching the video. So the internet cafe that I'm visiting today is near Matsudo Station in Tokyo. Let's not waste more time and pay them a visit. But before we do... Oh hey guys, it's me, Jimmy. Well, did you guys know that every time you browse something on the internet, your internet service provider, your Wi-Fi owner, or other people that are sharing your Wi-Fi can easily see your browsing history? In fact, using a public Wi-Fi without any protection is one of the easiest ways to get your information stolen. That was very concerning for me because I travel a lot and I use Wi-Fi at the airport or in hotels. Or as you'll see in this video, internet cafes around the world. Which is very concerning because it means my privacy is constantly at risk. But guess what? I don't worry about it anymore, all thanks to today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN will encrypt and reroute your network traffic, making it extremely difficult for hackers to steal your information and impossible for your internet service provider to see what you're doing on the internet. Personally, I use ExpressVPN for entertainment as well. Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, they all have different movies and shows available depending on where you are. So while I was in Japan recently, I was catching up on the latest episodes of One Piece on Netflix. And after I came back from Japan, I realized that Korean Netflix doesn't have the newest seasons. But thanks to ExpressVPN, all I had to do was to change my location to Japan, and I was able to continue watching the newest seasons. So guys, do not risk another day of your life without ExpressVPN and go to expressvpn.com/Jimmy to get extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. And now, let's get back to the Japanese internet cafe. Let me show you how I spent my private time there. Okay, I believe this is the place. The place is called Comic Buster. It's on the 3rd and the 4th floor of this building. I haven't been to a lot of internet cafe in Japan. I cannot wait to find out what it's like. Let's go. This is making me nervous. So this is the entrance that you see the moment you get off from the elevator. And the first thing that you have to do is to sign up for their membership using this PC. Thankfully, they had the English language setting, so it was really simple and took me about a minute or two.
I do not have a membership. Select my gender. That's rude. I'm fluid. Oh, there's no in-between option. Today I feel more manly. 中に行けばなんか食べ物とかもあるんですか？
あれじゃないですか、一回無料で。
全部ルームみたいなもんですか？
全部。
ああ、いい部屋でやってみたいですけど、全部同じですか？
椅子のタイプと、
はい。
フラットな。
So unlike the internet cafes in other countries like Korea, where you sit side by side with other people, almost all internet cafes in Japan have exclusively private rooms. I guess Japanese people really like their privacy when they're on their computer. The price is different depending on the time of the day. I stayed for 3 hours in the afternoon, and that was about $9.25.
はい。チェックアウトするときこれ使うんですか？
After you check in, they give you a room number, and all you have to do now is to find your private Japanese mansion.
My room is room 40. The room for the male individuals are downstairs. Oh. I'm not sure why some of these rooms have a towel hanging out. That's very odd.
Okay, this is my room right here. They lent me a towel too. I'm guessing it's a clean towel. Anyway, let's start the room tour, shall we? Welcome to my cozy, comfortable, luxurious private room. When you step inside, there's a small space for you to take your shoes off, and after that, you can just step onto this mat.
So I have to hold on to this because I have to use this on the way out.
Inside the room, you'll find your card key. You can use this to unlock your door when you go in and out of the room. There's a little window on the door for other people to see you. I guess you can secretly enjoy that if you're that kind.
But for your maximum privacy, you can just hang something there. Now, whatever I do in this room stays in this room.
So what kind of private things do we have in this room? Let's look at the computer side now. What do they have? On top of the PC, there's a little cupboard space, and they have boxes of tissues. Why, you may ask? Now there's a good reason for that. I'll show you guys exactly why in a moment.
Not one but two. This one's like half empty. Somebody took out tissues violently from this one. Look how it's like all torn up. I kind of wish I didn't touch that. Some outlets here and a USB port for charging your phone, and you get all your charging cables here. Am I imagining this, or does it kind of smell funny? So there's a different room type where there's a chair. Mine is a flat bed or a flat floor. If you see me like this, I'm 5'11" and I'm a pretty large guy, but there's enough space for me.
I will say this, their keyboard wasn't the cleanest.
Why does this keyboard have so much of that dried up goo? Like, they look like boogers. They certainly didn't come from a person, right?
It's a crazy thing to say, but I almost wish that they are boogers, not something else.
I'm sure these formed naturally as the keyboard got old. Okay, that's a pretty humble looking PC, probably not suitable for PC gaming. Only one way to find out.
I could tell that their PC is quite aged, kind of like one of those public high school PCs. You know, the ones that take half the class time just to boot up.
Wow, I haven't seen this in a while. I guess if you want to watch something in DVD, you can. You guys know what I always do. I always check their computer specs first. Here's my PC specs. It's a super old i3 CPU and a built-in graphics card. 4 GB RAM. I'll be honest with you, that's not enough to run any games these days. That's a prehistoric PC.
Turns out they don't have video games at all. The PC was really just for web browsing, reading manga, watching anime, and some TV channels. And one of the folders stood out to me, like it was calling my name, and it was called Adaruto.
Adaruto? I don't know what that means, but I feel like I have to find out.
And of course, it was 11 different links for watching Japanese of all kind.
Wow, Japan has so many different talents.
So now we know what the t-shirts were mainly for.
Just for watching some really sad anime. Men cry too, you know. I'll keep it close. Well, I haven't watched anime for a long time, but I could watch this kind of anime.
All jokes aside, I believe that these are absolutely devastating for male psyche, so I really hope you guys stay away from these things. But for the purpose of science and journalism, I had no choice but to look through every platform, and I took down some notes too. Some talents just stood out to me, you know?
Wow, Japan's really pushing for diversity on these platforms.
So I guess some of these might not be boogers after all. Somebody needs to invent a time machine so that I can travel back in time, back before I touched it.
Millions and millions of lives lost here. All for what? This is so sad.
The space is not very soundproof and you can easily hear the people coughing from the next door. So to maximize your engagement with the content with all of your senses, they have these headsets.
Now I do appreciate the nice detail of having disposable ear cups here, because otherwise I can't imagine how dirty this is gonna get.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I would feel comfortable watching these funny videos here. Knowing that there are other men to your left and right, just on the other side of very thin walls. Maybe that's what makes it more fun for some people. So instead, if you're a good boy like me, there are other ways to entertain yourself here, such as reading their huge library of manga. Needless to say, some of them are family friendly, some of them are not.
Man, there's just so many different manga that I haven't even heard about, and they're all super messed up. What the hell?
In a lot of Japanese internet cafe, there's a shower room. It's free for the first 20 minutes after you enter the cafe, and about $2 if you wanna use it after that. Wanna take a look inside? It is Japan, but it's not an anime, so I didn't accidentally run into someone who is taking a shower. I know, I thought that happens in Japan too.
I think it's really cool that they have this private shower room too. No matter how dirty you get here, you can get clean again. They give you all the products that you need to take a shower.
I guess the towel on the door was for taking a shower. It seems that you can also do laundry here, which could be convenient if you're traveling. After watching a lot of anime and shedding tears, you might feel a little dehydrated, but there's a whole drink section where you can get soda, coffee, and tea, and they're all free while you're staying. Yeah, just thinking about the logic, if you lose some bodily fluid, it only seems right to fill some back in. But drinks aren't everything.
So they said the first curry rice is free.
Just like Korean internet cafe, you can use their PC to order food to your room.
Alright, here's the food. I got the curry rice that's included in the stay, and some chicken karaage and onion rings. Maybe the filth in the keyboard came from the food, or at least let's hope that way. I won't lie though, these look pretty good. Nothing like some good curry rice after watching sad anime. Man, these Japanese entertainment media, they were so sad I feel malnourished and dehydrated.
So their food wasn't amazing, but it's not bad either. It was kind of like one of those super affordable convenience store foods, which is good enough if you're just hungry and you want to eat something.
I also want to have some onion rings. They had fries too, but I'm more of an onion rings guy.
The onion rings were extremely crispy, so I actually really liked it. Their karaage chicken was also very crispy. You can't compare this to a restaurant, but as a snack I was more than happy with it.
The fried chicken is surprisingly juicy.
And if you guys are smart like me, you guys can do this too.
Now that turns it into chicken karaage curry. You guys want a bite? This is a pretty satisfying meal.
So all jokes aside, I think staying in a Japanese internet cafe can be nice, especially if you're just here to find a private space to rest, watch some anime, read manga, or even stay overnight while you're traveling on a budget. So after taking some photos for a clickbaity thumbnail, my time ran out and it was time for me to go.
Goodbye, room number 40.
You can use this ticket to check out, and with everything combined including the food, it was $15.50 for me.
Well, that was a fun time. I'm saddened by the fact that I couldn't play a video game at this internet cafe, but then I exposed myself to some good Japanese entertainment, really tested the limits of their creativity. In all seriousness, I feel like if you're in Japan and if you're looking for a place to rest, or stay overnight even, watch some YouTube, then it's not such a bad place. Like, I would totally go there if I drank all night and then I missed my last train back home. That would be a perfect place to stay overnight. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I must go back to my hotel now. I think I'm going to take a really good shower, wash all the DNA off of my body and my belongings. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Go watch my other videos too, okay? Thank you.
If you guys want to watch more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos too.